So we have a Sprout connector today. Sorry, Storm connector through a Sprout and a Bolt. So you can create a Sprout of Storm from Kinesis and write into a Bolt. So and do the processing on the Bolt. So using Elastic MapReduce, which is Hadoop as a service. So these are not referenceable customers, so I'm putting just names there. So financial services leader. So the financial services leader wants to do real-time audit trail of what his users or his employees are doing. Are they doing inside trading? Are they doing trading that is not right? Or even in a bank, right? Are they accepting certain money without actually taking the documents, proper documents needed for it? So classically, how this was working is, if somebody does a fraud, then next day morning, the compliance officer gets a report where he can identify the fraud, call up the employee and find out what he did. By that time, the fraud has been committed, and frauds carry a huge amount of fine. They carry huge amount of fine from the central banks, the governing authorities for banks. They carry huge amount of fines. So they want to ensure that this is not happening, and they want real-time fraud detection. So they are using Kinesis today to send market feeds. How many of you know what a market feed is? Okay. So a market feed is a feed that comes out of your stock market. Stock markets change at a rapid rate. The prices of the stocks change at a rapid rate, and the prices define whether there is a fraud happening or not. People have to analyze the prices to really see whether there is any anomaly in the price changing so that they can identify fraud. And that market feed is sent into Kinesis, processed, and fraud alerts are sent to the compliance officers on a real-time basis. Another company that's using Kinesis today is a digital advertising company. So this company, what they do is they display ads on the mobile. And when they display ad on the mobile, they want to ensure that they are displaying the ad that is appropriate to the end user. Or they don't display the same ad again and again. They don't display an ad of a car and then keep displaying the same ad of a car again and again. So they are using Kinesis to push data in about the user's usage of the application that is going to show the ad, and appropriately choose an ad from a campaign and show it to the end user. Earlier, what they were doing is they used to collect this information, put it into Hadoop and do a batch processing of that, and then say, okay, this user used XYZ features of the application, so he would be interested in ad A. And they used to show ad A in the next day when he logs in. Or next opportune moment they will show ad A. Now they are able to show ads then and there, which increases their clicks, which increases their payouts from their publishers. Kinesis is helping them. Let us see how to do clickstream analysis using Kinesis. So your clicks are pushed into Kinesis from your JavaScript engines. These clicks are picked up by the clickstream processing app, and clickstream trend analysis is shown in real time. On the other side, we have clickstream aggregation service, which takes the data from Kinesis, aggregates the data, and pushes it into S3, and it finally ends up in Redshift, on which they do analysis. They visualize data. Redshift is our massively parallel data warehouse, which supports up to 1.6 petabytes of data. The cluster of the size 1.6 petabytes comes at a very low cost of $999 per terabyte per year. Put it to Redshift and use your stuff, your Tableaus, your Pentahos, your BO, your Excel, to visualize the data. No worries, it works. How many of you know what a Lambda architecture is? Okay, a Lambda architecture basically says, I want to show speed views to my customers, real-time views to my customers. At the same time, I also want to show analytics, batch analytics. I'm splitting these two up. My real-time is still going on. I'm also taking the same data and sending it through a batch system so that I can do processing on it. There are two streams of data pulling data out of Kinesis. An application that does real-time trend analysis and an application that is going to do clickstream analysis. Metering and billing with Kinesis, the same concepts. Incremental bill computation, the bill is computed on an incremental basis, pushed into Redshift, and you can query that. In real time, billing auditors can look at what is happening to the billing. Simple, right? We are a cloud provider. We want our customers to use our services in the best possible way. If there is an attack on the customer's account and somebody comes and spins up like 100 instances, the customer is liable to pay that. So our billing auditors basically look at what is happening on each account and flag off customers when there is something unusual happening in there. If I tell you one day later what is happening, it is no use to me. I need to tell you now what is happening. And we do fraud detection like that. So, we have a managed big data service. We have multiple blocks for you to build your managed big data on us. We have DynamoDB NoSQL. We have an Elastic MapReduce. One of the gentlemen asked Hadoop on virtualized platforms. I'm happy to take that question if you want to talk to me after the show. Data pipeline, which is our orchestration service. Redshift, our massively parallel data warehouse. Relational database service, which is our managed service for Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, and PostgreSQL. Glacier, which is our low-cost storage service for storing data for compliance or audit purpose, 1 cent per GB per month. A flat rate of 1 cent per GB per month is what we charge you. S3, durable storage, really low-cost storage. How do I get data into all this? I can use a service called import export that allows me to ship disks to AWS, and we will put the data into S3 or Glacier for you. Sorry? So the data pipeline basically manages the workflow for data. So I can send data from S3 into Redshift, pull data from DynamoDB into Redshift. So that is an automation process, right? So you don't want to run a cron job or run a server for running this. So you define this as a pipeline and we will manage the entire workflow for you. So I want to move from this, at one point I'll get, at 10 o'clock in the morning I get data into S3. I want that to be processed by EMR at 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, once the processing is done, it goes back to S3. Once it reaches S3, I don't know when the processing is going to happen. Once it reaches S3, I want to load it into Redshift. It is a workflow for data. So, our big data portfolio, collect data using Direct Connect, import export, Kinesis. Kinesis actually spreads across the entire portfolio. Store it on S3, DynamoDB or Glacier. Analyze it using EMR, Redshift, EC2, and share it using S3 again. We don't want you to be here. We don't want you to be this person. We want you to concentrate on your business. Ensure that a query is a function of all data. You look at all data in your system when you are doing querying. Don't look at a subset of the data. Look at everything possible. We are available post this for another 5-10 minutes. Unfortunately, we need to leave. I have got Sandeep Kashyap. He's also wearing a same t-shirt, so you can identify him. So Sandeep Kashyap, his email address is there. He is part of business development team in AWS. I am Ganesh. That is my email address there. Feel free to drop us a note if you need any help on using any of the services. More than happy to connect offline and take up any questions you need. I do have 1 minute for any questions that will interest the audience in general. Yeah. Absolutely right. So you want to know real time where your flight is. So there was Sampath bought a very great use case on tracking, GPS tracking, right? That is Internet of Things. You need to know, you need to start emitting data, then you send out data back to the system, and then it does it. So a lot of companies are using big data. This is not specific to AWS, but DHL uses big data to actually figure out whether their fleet of vans that they are having needs part replacement. So they used to be, previously what they used to do is they used to have a scheduled part replacement system. Every 2 years replace this part, every 3 years replace this part, without really thinking about whether the part is not working as it conked out. They have to replace it. But now with big data, they are saving more than 70% in cost, because they are able to figure out that a particular part is not wasted, it is still valid. So one truck wasted in 2 years, but another truck it can run for 5 years. So why should I change it now? That's exactly that. From an airline industry perspective, tracking is one great use case. The other use case is your ticket sales.
Yeah, I was asking that question.
So ticket sales is a great use case. So whenever somebody goes and buys ticket in your website, you may want to figure out how they are buying it, what they did, what process they went through, how can you enhance that experience for the end customer.
Thank you.
Any other question before I get off the stage? So I am available, I'm at least available to smell the food, so feel free to come and grab me. More than happy to answer any questions you need. Thanks guys.
Thanks a lot, Ganesh. And I surely hope that you enjoy your lunch. All right, everyone, we break for lunch and we reassemble at 2:15.
Sitaram. I'm from Genpact and I lead the strategy plannings for Big Data Center of Excellence. And I'll be talking on some of the game-changing trends around big data. So let's together explore all the game-changing trends, look what is strategic, what is the business value, and more things on that front. Before we get into the details, I would just like to render a small play which you and I can relate to. Okay? Sandeep gets an approval from his boss on a lovely Friday afternoon to take off early. Okay? He has an adventurous weekend for his family. Okay? He heads straight to his home, picks up his daughter, and heads straight to a mall, which is a one-stop solution for all his purchases. Okay? He goes to the grocery store, retail store, and he picks up the normal for the week. And in one of the aisle, he picks up a Pepsi can, and there's an LCD placed just in front of it. So the LCD display produces a Lay's ad. You know, Lay's and Pepsi are the same group brand, and Sandeep goes for a bunch of them. Okay. The next stop he goes is for a sportswear just next to the retail store. He picks up a sleeping bag and hiking shoe. By the time he comes to the billing counter, the point of sale executive gives him an offer